So Una really likes this Persian, what's the other word again?
Persian shield.
Persian
Like a
shield, which
shield.
we say looks like a coleus, but it doesn't, I'm not sure about it. And she wants to try that.
So I'm going to try.
Now this is it's a Calibrochoa or Petunia Calibrochona mix. And my experience with petunias pound better than Calibrochoas in terms of the same color. But now that it's a mix, I don't know what will happen, so we'll see.
So I'm going to go ahead with my whole composition here and
All right.
a few things together because see what happens. So. Do you usually pound one?
That's what
At a
I was
time.
going
I'm
to
just
say.
gonna ask.
I usually do because what's going to happen when you pound this is it's going to be spread out.
Okay, so
And so I usually I put it down first and compose like you did, and then I come back.
okay, and I think that I'm not sure. I think I'm going to take some more of that
Yeah,
off.
I would take that
Okay.
out just
Look at
because it
that.
won't make it flat. It won't.
Mm-hmm. All right, so how's that? Look at that. Oop. Right. Now you said pound the outside.
Yes, first. Because it helps it stick down. And you see the color change as you go. That
Is
looks
that
good,
enough?
yes. And by the way, we are using 130-pound watercolor paper, which is fine to experiment on, but if we're producing something that is final work, I would go for 140 paper. That is beautiful. Now I can't wait to see
Okay.
that Persian, what I have a mental
But
block
you know,
on.
the Persian shield. But you
Persian
know what? Because
shield.
there's so much purple in there, I want to try the other one we were looking
Oh,
at.
that was the Kalanchoe
Yes.
over here.
I think
Out of the
this
way,
would be a
Persian.
better
Yeah.
contrast. Oh,
Mhm.
okay, so I'm going to do this. We'll see. Because Una is impatient. I want to see the whole composition at once. So we're going to put this. I'll take this. Okay.
All right.
Right, and then we're going to do something like.
Remember, you want to put the veiny side
Oh, the
down
veiny
to
side-
get
no,
this
okay.
effect right here.
Now, see, I would.
And
think-
I normally pull them off the stem, and I like having stem in there,
Yep.
but so I might put the stem in afterwards. So
Oh.
that's enough. I mean, that's fine to do that much.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. Can I do three? Can I do three at once, or should I do one at a time?
I would do those two. You could because they're attached, but I
Okay.
would do that one first. And remember, it may spread a little bit. So yeah, you moved it over. That's good.
Okay.
And that always happens. Here, I'll hold it down.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the outside first.
You can see why it's really important to hold the flower, hold the things
okay.
down, or in this case, this pulls, is kind of sticky. But what's great is, okay, so now this part here didn't pound really well, so you can try again in that little area.
And I didn't pound it much because I was.
Try to keep the hammer flat rather than,
Yeah.
you want to kind of, you're thinking you need to turn the hammer like on an edge, but that makes a mark, like an edge mark. It's beautiful. Look at that. I always love the big reveal. So that you can see where it left
Look
it
at that.
there
How pretty.
and here.
Okay, so. Yeah.
And sometimes, it might not, it might bend a little bit, and I don't mind that because that's what happens in nature. You're looking at part of it. Sometimes I bend them on purpose because I want to fit something in somewhere and there's not enough room.
And sometimes could they overlap just a little bit
Sure.
too? Okay, so. Okay, ooh, little bend there.
There you go.
Is that good?
Yeah. Let's see. I like this. So what happened was where the stem and the other one here, I'm gonna just do that with my
Yeah.
nail, scrape it back. It kind of,
And I don't like that. I think
yeah.
to separate them would have
So,
been better.
Yeah, and that you only find out by doing it and deciding afterwards, oh, I don't like that, next time I'm not gonna do that. So, in one net stem, and you can see how fat the stems get. And I don't mind it, but if you mind it, then you might wanna cut them off, depends. Stems
Right.
always look a little wider
Wider.
than they think.